This week in Retrospect, we travel back to 1991, where a wave of cattle rustling troubles local farmers.
Cattle rustling has always been a problem for Canadian cattle producers, especially for those who run large herds over vast tracts of land. In the past, one of the main problems for cattle producers was in access to their land. What we have here is an approach, and it's easy access for a rustler. It used to be that a rustler could back in a cattle hauler right in onto a farmer's land and load up his stock. Today, however, the problem has escalated into guerrilla warfare. John Mayer says rustlers still have access to the land, but are killing and cutting the carcasses right on the spot. And they monitor a farmer's movements to see when to strike.
And then once they maybe travel it 2 or 3 times, try and get a routine as to when you come and check and work it out in between that.
Mayer says this year he's lost 2 of his cows to rustlers.
The first one we feel was shot and just stunned. And when she went down, they proceeded to try and cut its throat. And once she felt the pain of her throat being cut, she got up and ran away. So they then just proceeded to shoot another one and started butchering it.
Now they didn't finish though?
No, they didn't. I feel that when they started opening her up, the herd bull smelt the blood and then started carrying on, and a bull can really get quite cantankerous when he smells blood.
Right, so he scared him off.
I think so. There was a meat saw left, there was a glove left, there was several other articles left.
Another problem that compounds things for farmers at this time of year is the start of hunting season. It doesn't take long during hunting season before farmers get used to hearing the odd shot in the distance. But the shots that hunters take to bring down wild game can also be used by rustlers to bring down cattle. You'll see in the background one of Mayer's cattle that was shot through the head by a rustler. At $1,300 a head, 2 shots from a .22 rifle cost Mayer $2,600. So now farmers are doubling the guard, and they're asking neighbors and friends to keep an eye out for strange behavior, investigate gunshots, and keep track of strange license plate numbers in the Midwest. So if anything happens, police will have more to go on.
Next, we jump forward to 1996 for a report on another successful Terry Fox run.
People of all ages braved the cold weather to take part in the run. They ran, walked, rollerbladed, or were just along for the ride. They were all out for the same cause, raising money for cancer research. Organizers say the event is always a success.
I think it doesn't matter how many people you have out, it's always successful. We generally have between 100 and 150, 200 people, it varies. We usually raise about a few $1,000s, and I always figure whoever comes, whoever makes a donation, it's always a success.
Members of the Drake family from Marshall officially started the run. 4-year-old Holly was diagnosed with cancer as an infant and following treatment was diagnosed with leukemia at 18 months. Her brother Dustin, who was 10 years old at the time, donated bone marrow, and Holly has since been in remission. Her parents feel events like the Terry Fox run are very important.
Yeah, it kind of makes you feel, you have that lump in your throat and you feel like it wasn't so long ago that we went through the treatments and stuff with her, so it's really touching to see all these people out here.
The miracles do happen because we got one to show it, and it's every day that goes by and that she's there with us is just another day we're blessed with it.
Over $6,000 was raised in the local event, all of which will be used to help find a cure for cancer. Stacey Comer, NewsHour.
And that's all for this week in Retrospect.
Retrospect is brought to you by Webb's Machinery. Find New Holland products at Webb's Machinery, your dealer in Vermilion, Vegreville, Lamont, Wainwright, St. Paul, and Consort.